Hello! Whoa. I don't think I've ever filmed with my glasses, but oh my god, these lights are hurting my eyes so badly. Okay, you might just have to... There we go. Okay. I feel like I'm old lady. Okay, if you guys don't know, I did get glasses. I've been wearing them all day. Basically, when I go out and I have to drive somewhere, because I can't see long distance, like far. So like if I'm trying to look at something at a store or if I'm driving, I need to wear them. Clearly, that's why I've been wearing them. So yeah, but I'm going to take them off because I can see perfectly fine now. Like up close, I can see totally fine, which is why I usually don't wear glasses when I film. Anyway, I am here to show you everything I bought. So I did go to 2nd and Charles first, because I think this is the first time I'm talking to you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I did go to 2nd and Charles first, and I wanted to go there because I knew I would probably spend the most amount of time there because that is like a used bookstore, and I love looking at used books. Like if I could just spend hours and hours and hours and hours at a used bookstore, I will, and I did. I spent 2 hours at a 2nd and Charles, and I absolutely loved it. I just looked at every nonfiction book. I looked at sci-fi fantasy. I looked at some romance, but I didn't really look at a lot. I looked at the news stuff. I looked at everything. But when I go to 2nd and Charles, I usually try to look for historical fiction, because a lot of historical fiction books, from a lot of like authors I want to read, I can find secondhand, or I look for some fantasy books. I almost picked up, is it Robin Hobb? Is that his name? The Apprentice something. I almost picked that up, but I was like, you know what? That's a true fantasy series, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it, so I will try and read it like through my library first, because that's like a wide range. Anyway, so I went to 2nd and Charles, stopped at Kava to get something. Like I got literally like a kid's meal. That's what I usually get. Ate that, and then I went to Barnes & Noble. The Barnes & Noble sales for Black Friday sucked so badly. Like there was not a lot of things on sale, and it said everywhere like hardbacks are 50% off, and I was like, okay. So then I go and ask, I'm like, is it every hardback or only some? And they're like, only the ones that have like a standalone thing. There was like 4 standalone things that were 50% off, the hardbacks, and it was all the same book. It was like Dan Brown's newest book. I'm like, I don't care about Dan Brown. Like I want true 50% off. So I don't know if they'll have a better sale towards Christmas. Usually sometimes around Christmas they do have a better sale. So I didn't buy anything at Barnes & Noble. And then I went to get my nails done. So I basically just had a self-care day, and I loved it. Let me see if I can show you. These are my nails, if you can see. So they're pink, and then I have a snowflake on my ring finger, and then I have a French tip in my middle, and then I have like a swirly white and silver on my pointer. Like it's just pink Christmas. It's so cute. I do have my pumpkins because it's the day after Thanksgiving technically. So these pumpkins will be coming down. So with Bookmas, I will be having more Christmas stuff. Anyway, okay, let's get into the books. So I did buy 5 historical fiction, which I'm really excited for. So this one is The Woman of Chateau Lafayette by Stephanie Dre. So it's a chunker. I think this is like 500 pages, but this is used. Yeah, 555 pages. This one's used, and I got it for $13.50. So this is the most expensive book I bought literally all day. I don't usually pay full price like this. I say full price, but like $13 for a hardback, but I really wanted to buy this because Kate Quinn blurbed it, and she just said a masterpiece, and a bunch of other like Kristen Harmel, Natasha Lester. There's just so many authors that I know that had blurbed this. So I looked up Goodreads ratings. It has like over a 4-star of average, like 4.1 or something, 4.2, and they have almost 100,000 ratings. So I'm very excited for this one. It follows 3 women. I think it's 3 women, 1774, 1914, and 1940. So clearly at different parts in French history, which I'm really excited for. Okay, and then I got this one. So this one was only $6.95, and it's I literally thought it was a perfect paperback. Like I thought this was a brand new book, but it's not. It's Take My Hand by Dolene Perkins Valdez. This one I only picked up because I know Christy from Christy Reads a Lot read it and loved it this year. But this is Montgomery, Alabama, 1973, which I feel like it's going to be really hard for me to read that. So I got that one. Then I got The Bear and the Nightingale by Kristen Arden. I've heard so many people talk about this, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll pick this up. This was $3.75. So I would have picked up the rest of the series, because I think there's, I don't know how many books after this. I do know there's a couple, but oh, Robin Hobb blurbed this. That's actually really funny. So I have to see. Usually they have like their books at the beginning or the end. Oh, okay, it does continue her, I guess, the female character's adventure, The Girl in the Tower. So I just know that people cry in this book, so I am very excited for that. We shall see if I cry in that one. And then I got Kristen Harmel's book. So I wanted to buy her newest one, but the hardbacks at Barnes & Noble were not 50% off, so I was like, I'm not buying it full price. But they did have basically this brand new hardback for $9.95 at my Second & Charles. So The Forest of the Vanishing Stars by Kristen Harmel. I've been wanting to try her. I had another book picked up, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to put this one back. I'm only going to buy one to test her out and see if I like her stuff, because she had a ton of books at Second & Charles. So this one is apparently a young woman uses her knowledge of the wilderness to help Jewish refugees escape the Nazis. So I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, World War II. So it's really exciting because I want to read this one, and it's relatively short. So that is that one. And then the last one I got, I actually read last year. It's The Last Christmas in Paris by Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb. So me and Christy from Christy Reads a Lot, we have a historical fiction book club, and we love to read historical fiction. We read this one last December. We both loved it, and this was only $3.50. I did try to look for another Christmas with the Queen, which is the one we're reading this year. I tried to look at my Second & Charles, they didn't have it, and then I tried to look at Barnes & Noble, and they didn't have it either, which is so weird because it's a newer book. So I wanted to own a physical copy of this one just because it's literally one of my favorites. Now, the other books I got, I'm very excited for. So these I will be doing maybe like a more in-depth book or a video. I want to do a more in-depth video about classics. So I am not a classics girl. I started reading books when I was high school, college, but really college. I was into Kindle Unlimited, so it was really like smut heavy books, which I love. I love that I got into romance that way, right? But I've never read the classics. Like everyone's like, oh, I read classics in high school. No, I like skimmed it, Spark Notes. I didn't want to do all that. So I bought 4 classics, and it's the Wordsworth Classics collection, and I really liked the collection, and these were like $4 or $5 each, which is so amazing. So I got 4 of them. So the first one is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. So I love this cover. I just love how like different they are, and they have like foiling and stuff. Anyway, so this one was only $4.99, and these are brand new books, if I didn't say that. So I know Rachel from Ravenhand Reader recently read Frankenstein, and she said it changed her life. And I do know this is like the OG, one of like the OG gothic horror novels, and I love anything gothic, and I've never read anything like that, so I wanted to give it a shot. This one's like short. It's like 160-ish pages, 170. So yeah, this is just something I wanted to pick up specifically in the new year because I do want to read some classics. My goal is to read one classic at minimum every 3 months. So basically like every 3 months I will pick up a new classic. So the reason I wanted to get this classics collection, which these are actually available on Amazon too, but it's an inexpensive edition designed to appeal to the general reader and students. So we commission teachers and specialists to write wide range jargon-free introductions and to provide notes that would assist the understanding of our readers rather than interpret the stories for them, which I really think is a cool idea. So not that like I need the help to understand it, but I think sometimes it would be helpful too. So like their introduction is about like just in general what it's about. So I'm very excited. I got Frankenstein. That's a long way to say I got Frankenstein. I actually got Dracula by Bram Stoker. I don't think I've ever read Dracula. I'm pretty sure I haven't. This one I got because my friend Samantha from Books with Samantha, she loves Dracula. Like, she is a Dracula stan fan. She loves everything Dracula. Anytime she travels and there's a new edition of Dracula, she will buy it. But the same thing, they have an introduction. I may read it, I may not, but I like that it's there at the beginning. So yeah. Anyway, I have this one. This one's about just about 300 pages. So I have that one. And then I wanted to buy some like romance classics, and I asked, of course, like a group chat that I'm in. Jess isn't there from Peace Love Books. I know she's read a lot of classics. She also has like a her degrees in like literature and stuff like that. Same thing with my friend Sarah. And then I know Christy from Christy Reads a Lot. She's read a lot of classics. And so I was like, what classics do I buy? Please help. I decided to buy these two, and they're by the Bronte sisters, but I actually didn't know that Charlotte Bronte and Emily Bronte were sisters. I just thought Bronte was like the same person. It says what I know about classics, right? I'm a little embarrassed to admit that, but it's fine. It's fine. So I got Wuthering Heights, Emily Bronte, because this was shorter. It's 200 pages. I was like, yeah, I think I could do this. Oh, this one's Catherine and Heathcliff. Okay, I do not know those names. I have watched movies and stuff. So, got that one, and then I got Jane Eyre. But, like, I love these editions. So, they're, like, little paperbacks. They're inexpensive. This one was $5.99. But, like I said, they're on Amazon for the same price, because I know there were some that I put in my cart. I wanted to buy the Anna Karenina, but it's, like, thick. but the cover in this edition, the classics edition, is really pretty. So think of what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add them to my cart, or like add them to my Christmas list and have my parents buy them. But yeah, I think that these collections are so cute. So me and my husband, we have some classics. Like he's read Dante's Inferno, he's read a lot of Edgar Allan Poe stuff, like all of those things, like the Iliad, the Odyssey and stuff, which I've also read. We have like our classics collection in hardback downstairs. But these are going to be like for me. Like he's not gonna read Jane Eyre. He has no desire to read Jane Eyre. So these will be like my collection that I'm going to have over on my spinning bookshelf, my circular bookshelf by my loft, because I think they would fit perfectly. So yeah, I just think that these are really cool, and I'm really happy I got them. Like these were all like, what, less than $20 for all 4 of them. So, and then I came home to Bookmail. This is totally different. This art doesn't even come out till April of next year, but it's from Atria, and it's a bloodbound, and it says "You Duel or You Die" by Elias Hunter. It's giving Fourth Wing vibes. Like when I tried to open up the package, I saw the top with the dragons, and I was like, is this a Fourth Wing edition? And then in the back it says "Choose a Side, April 2026. So obviously it's fantasy. Oh, they have like that's cute. They have a letter from the authors because it's a duo, like an author duo. Do they have the back? What is this book about? Oh, okay. Book 1 of a debut high-stakes fantasy trilogy set against once-in-a-generation duel to the death between rival witches and dragon riders as they battle to control the source of all magic in their kingdoms. That seems really, really cool. I don't know anything about this, but thank you so much to Atria for sending me this. I hope you enjoyed my Come Shop With Me video, where you just spend the day with me basically browsing books, watching me find books, and showing you my book haul. But if you made it this far and you want to let me know, leave me a pink heart emoji or like any type of pink bow, pink emoji in general, because I am very pink today. My purse was pink, my sweater was pink, like, and pink nails, like, we're just vibing. I'm back, baby. She's back with the pink, okay? Sometimes I go through phases, and she's back. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys!